I think we just went live. We just went live. Happy True Year to everybody. It's a brand new year. We're back on the Multiverse. I am Bad Ty Bricks. We got so much to talk about this new year, and we want to get into it. But before we do that, you know the routine. We gotta pay them bills, y'all. New year, new intro music, all that good stuff. You know how we do. You know how we do. I am so glad to see you handsome and beautiful faces. This is a new year, man. We left and it was 2021, and here we are, 2022, man. How good is it? How good does it feel to be here, man? Tyrone, how good does it feel to be here, man?
Man, your spirit is infectious. It brought me from it's just another day to like maybe this is gonna be okay. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for starting my new year off right. I appreciate it because it's gonna be what we make it for to a certain extent, and I'm gonna do my damnedest to make it a good one.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Holly Noon, it's great to see you. It is absolutely amazing that you are still here with us. And I say that, I wasn't trying to kill you. I wasn't trying to kill you last year or anything, but I'm just saying it's so good to be here. How is it being here in 2022 as opposed to 2021? I mean, 2021 had a lot going on.
Well, it's good because considering I started the year off with COVID and now I'm much better on the tail end of it. So I'm happy. I feel like I'm kind of getting back to normal so I can, push forward with everything I want to accomplish in 2022. So if you see me have like a cough attack just off to the side, still recovering from COVID.
It's cool. That Decepticon, Omicron or whatever, Megatron.
Omarion.
Whatever, Omarion. He's out here and he's taking names and kicking butt. So it is good to have you here. I'm glad you were able to make it. We all actually have had a little, scares. I know Tyrone had a little scare. I know I actually was part of the Omarion bunch. I definitely know how you feel. But it is great again to be here and to start off the new year. I thought it, we had this discussion and we all came to the agreement that it would be great to actually cross over and start connecting with some of these other podcasts out here that are doing the same things that we're doing. So I went into my bag of podcasts and I pulled out the name of this group, and I'm gonna tell you, this podcast is an up and coming podcast. They have really great discussions, very, very, very good chemistry, and they also hold a place in my heart, a dear place in my heart because it's family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hold y'all. The suspense is enough. So without further ado, I would like to give a big round of applause. Oh, hold up. Let me make sure I got my applause right. Hold up. I think it's this one. It's that one. All right. So let's give a big round of applause for the cast of TBD. What's going on? We got another Omarion variant in there. All right. Yo, TBD, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Doing great.
This is dope to have y'all here, man. It's I thought it a special thing to bring y'all on and recap 2021 and talk about some of the things that stood out for y'all in 2021. And just to jump right into it, I gotta go to Miss Audra because
it's Adra.
Okay, my bad, Adra. My bad, because I do that a lot to people's names. So, but I was in the wheelhouse. Don't kill me.
You were close. You're a little.
I
tell people they could call me A too, but you was right there. You were close.
All right. Hey, Adra. It is so good to see you fully clothed this episode. We met, just the other day, and it was just like, Adra was like,
she was showing all the goods.
She was like, look, we don't do clothes around here, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna get y'all some views.
I'm a fire sign, so I'll be a little hot, But no, I am like Holly said, I'm on the tail end of the Decepticon Omari Yan type. So
And clearly, somebody is
people going for somebody.
I wasn't quick on that mute button. Sorry. It's New York stuff. I live in New York. It's the
But
street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling that that's what was going on. So I didn't know if I was gonna make it tonight, but I am happy that although I was a little, I got in to see everybody's beautiful face and that everybody's feeling good, feeling better, because that whole got hands. That old Marion shit got hands, y'all.
Yeah, bro.
it's not
That
playing.
whole got
Got
hands.
For sure.
Icebox where my heart used to be.
Yep, that was it.
So listen, I'm gonna start with you, Adrian. Since I did say Adrian. Okay.
Yeah, you said
So,
it. Yay.
all right, yeah. You got me over here a little shaky now. I'm a little nervous. All right.
Hey, don't be dog.
I know I'm trying not to. But listen, 2021 is gone. We're in 2022. But what is a couple of things that stood out for you in 2021?
Ooh, a couple of things that stood out for me in 2021 is how everybody wants to hop on cancel culture, but nobody really follows through with cancel culture. So we're quick to cancel people. However, everybody, and not, this isn't to negate the serial rapist or anybody else that legit just need to be canceled. This is when people make mistakes that people need to learn from their mistakes instead of just trying to say, oh yeah, let's just cancel that person and leave them out to dry. Like, fuck them. Basically, people make mistakes and they need to learn from them. So I think that's the biggest thing that stood out to me in 2021 was the cancel culture and people not really following through with cancel culture.
Okay. Jericho Duval, my brother. Can you hear me? You there?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good. We got good communication here. Good. So Jay, what was one of the things, or a couple things that really stood out for you? Good, bad, ugly, whatever may have you in 2021.
Man, COVID's still here. It's still lingering. I feel like it's never gonna go away. Probably got like another decade.
Your sound just went out.
Oh
Y'all got me?
Yeah.
Am I still there?
You're back. Yeah, you're back.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But you can't hear us.
There's a thumbs up that we can hear you. We can hear you.
Go ahead. Use the sound
Yes.
All right. Well, while he gets his sound together, we will jump right to Tara. And Tara, what are some of the things that stood out for you in 2021?
So mine are more personal, having to do with me, but in 2021 we moved my mother into our house. She has dementia, so already having 3 kids and trying to bring my mother in was a really big change. A lot to adjust to, and I work and Jeff works, so it's pretty hard. But then also another big thing was I got shingles, probably from all the stress of children and adding mom, which is like adding another child. But it just made me realize that, and I don't know if y'all know about shingles, but if you've ever had chicken pox, then the virus can stay dormant in your system, and stress can bring it out. So I think I was stressed the F out. And I just realized I really need to take time to relax and do self-care and de-stress. So that's been a really big part of 2021 for me.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Really,
Yes.
that's definitely personal, but we definitely appreciate you coming through and sharing that with us. Let's get to some of the multiverse. Holly, let's get you in here. What are some of the things, good, bad, ugly, whatever may have you, stood out to you for that 2021 year?
Yeah, there a lot went on, but I'll say that even though we're in like our second year of the pandemic, I was happy to know, like, movies were still coming out, certain things weren't delayed. You kind of just make adaptations to kind of life to adapt to where we are in the pandemic. So I was still able to travel both domestically and international, just a lot more red tape. I was happy to go see some new Marvel movies in the theater versus streaming. So, it just sucks that the Omicron variant is like kicking our butt, but like I'm happy that we're trying to make adjustments to like this new way of life in moving forward from 2021 into now. I feel like now we got to stay back in.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Tyrone, what about you, man? Same question.
Yeah, well, just world-wise, like shit be crazy. It's been an interesting year. To Holly's point and to the point that a lot of people made, it's like, damn, we are really just we're just kind of going along with this pandemic thing. Like everybody's just like, well, this is life now, and I'm just like, what? So that was something that 2021 kind of it shook it out of me. And then, but personally, I decided, okay, two things can be true. Like it can be real crazy out there, and I can do the most that I could possibly do to make my life what I want it to be. And, took charge in that respect, made the big move from Florida to New York, and, did some other things, put my life on the path that I want it to be. And here we are.
That sounds like you had a pretty good year. Sounds like you had a pretty good year, sir. For myself, I think the biggest thing that I learned and took away from 2021 was that sometimes you really need time to yourself, time to process, time to reevaluate, reassess who you are, what your goals are, what your plans are. And I think 2021 allowed us that step back time for ourselves because everybody was in the house and there wasn't as many things to do. I mean, for some people, obviously. But for the most part, I think, just being in a space where you have that ability to really just reflect on what's going on in your life, choices you've made, decisions, things like that. Even appreciating people close to you, really appreciating relationships, and also, I think pandemic has allowed us to really look at relationships differently, start really holding people accountable as relatives, as friends, as lovers, as, you started really to say, okay, so I've been letting a lot of things slide, like I've been so busy and so, into the things that are going on in my life that I really haven't paid attention to certain things that really affect me. And I think 2021 gave me an opportunity. I don't know about anyone else on the panel, but really gave me an opportunity to do some of that self-reflection and also looking at, relationships and everything like that. Did anybody else, feel like that in 2021? Did anybody else have that epiphany?
Yeah, it's definitely about perspective. I definitely put some things in perspective as well, man. Like, especially with the whole relationship, just reaching out to people and holding those relationships close, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call you on the regular, man, just to tell you I love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think throughout the past couple of years, we've lost so many people. And then, it just makes you appreciate those, that are close to you and that you have those relationships with. I couldn't imagine, not having you or having my wife or having Adra, around, so just cherishing those times, my kids, family, shit like that.
Yo, can we just take a moment to group hug? I just want to know. I feel like this is a group hug moment. I feel like this is just that group hug. Everybody come in, get that group hug. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hold on, Omarion, bro.
That's why we social distance. We on live.
It might come through.
Marion ain't playing no games. He's finding ways.
I'm telling y'all that whole. I'm telling y'all, that hoe got hands.
Oh man.
I don't want no smoke.
So now that we kind of went through 2021, is there anything else that stood out for you guys? I mean, whether it be personally or in the news or anything that happened specifically in 2021 that really was like one of those wow moments or whoa moments or like, oh my God moments? Was there anything that stood out?
Yo, have y'all noticed, like, ever since Biden and what's the other lady name?
Kamala.
You ain't really
I
heard.
love how y'all just messing her name up. Kamala. It's Kamala. You know, it's all
Kamala.
Camellia.
But yo, it's been mad quiet with this administration, right? And you know how they always say it's quiet before the storm. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me like worry, like, damn. So after they move out, like, what's next? Because it's been way too quiet. I don't even see this chick. Kamala Lala, I don't even see her.
She was on Charlamagne's show. Yeah, she was on Charlamagne's show and did the interview, and I guess her and Charlamagne got into it or something like that.
But they friends for real though.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm acting like I know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
Charlamagne said they was friends.
Yeah, I mean, policy-wise, they haven't really showed up much either. So it's like, but I feel you. They kind of like they campaign real hard and all this stuff. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. We're gonna change the world. And then they're like, all right, thanks, bye. So yeah, that was you know,
so that was kind
I
of
feel
weird
you on that. Yeah.
And I mean, Vince, he makes a good point. You know, after the last administration, you know, quiet is actually a good thing, but
it's not enough. It's not enough.
It is not enough. It is not enough. We are in a society where I don't think anything is ever enough. But
give us everything.
I know, right? Give us everything. We want it all. But in essence, do you think that maybe the reason that it's so quiet is because of the pandemic and because, you know, like under normal circumstances, you know, pre-pandemic, you know, they would go out and be, you know, making appearances and doing all of that kind of stuff. But now that there's pandemic and it's COVID and Omarion out here, you know, like you got to be like a ninja. You got to move in silence, like unless you know Omarion is watching at all time. Yo,
I mean, you still got to see your leaders out there and stuff,
Yeah.
like leading and stuff.
Agree.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the disaster movies, was the first thing that happens. It's like the president gets on TV and it's like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna die. Sorry about that."
Yeah.
And then like the heroes come or whatever, and you know, so
Yeah.
but they're just like,
yeah.
they're just like, oh, we already did this part. Like we did that back in like 2020, and we just don't feel like doing it anymore. So we're just gonna chill for a while. And it's
almost like the pandemic is a distraction, right? So they low key doing some other shit while we're distracted with the pandemic and all this other shit that doesn't even matter, right? We don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes.
And it's like a new variant out there too. It's a whole new one with like 46 freaking mutations. So we're gonna be in the house for a minute.
Oh, you mean like a new variant?
They got that together?
No, it's another one. I think it's called IHU.
Damn, man, I didn't look at the news for like
Pleasure,
1 day.
Pete.
Yeah, someone sent me. My friend sent me that link about the new variant. Mm-hmm.
It's a new variant, and it has like, and then you got flu-rona. It's people that the flu and corona. They call it flu-rona.
Wow, boy. Golly.
Yo,
just when we thought we had it.
Just when we thought shit was safe. Hey, shit, sweet.
Yo, I thought if anybody practiced monogamy, it would be a disease. I didn't know they was out here sleeping with anybody.
Like a
you dig? You know what I'm saying?
They teamed up with the flu and all.
Cheating with Rona and Rona cheating with Marion, and yo, this is crazy, man. This is news for real. Vince, you've been on fire today, man. I appreciate you. So he's saying that he doesn't agree that it's quiet. It's just not at the forefront. U.S. news junkies see him all over the place. So I guess if you're you know a watcher or reader of U.S. news, then you, I guess, are privy to the whereabouts of the Joint Chiefs.
Vince in the chat. What's up, Vince? That's my dog, man.
Vince wanted to know why I didn't have on any clothes. I technically had on clothes, when we first met.
Adrian, you don't have to tell him. You don't got to tell him what we got. You don't got to tell him about what.
Okay. We ain't gonna tell nobody. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Okay. You right. I'm a hush.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing. Nah. It was just a late night. It was just a late night meeting, and she was in the quiet. She was in the comforts of her own home. That's all it was. And she was clothed. She was clothed, little perv man. But no.
He like, why did he have no clothes on?
Yeah, like, why she ain't have no clothes?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you try to change up the subject matter over here, but nah. So that is something to be concerned about. Was there anything else that stood out in 2021, like maybe George Floyd or arrest or people being found guilty or anything out there that kind of any deaths? Any specific, anybody that died?
Didn't somebody just get home?
How Betty White died on the last day of the new year? I mean, last year, right before the new year. How Betty White just...
She died in 2022, didn't she?
No, she died in 2021 on the last day. She said, fuck y'all. Y'all got it. I'm out.
That's because she knew Florona was coming to get her.
She knew something. I wholeheartedly believe Betty knew something.
I feel like
Betty knew a lot. Betty knew a lot at 99 years old. She knew a lot.
Ooh, boy, I bet her stories be lit.
She's seen a lot.
Bro, she was here with slavery, bro. Like, she been around forever. Segregation. Like, she been around for a minute.
I wonder, did she ever own a
slave? I know she did. She looked like she owned a
Oh, don't put that evil on Betty White. Don't you dare put that.
Her last name is White. You dare put that evil on Betty White. Betty was a good woman.
Betty was a good white woman. She was a good white woman.
She was good to all of her slaves.
So what you saying? She was a golden girl?
Thank you for being a friend,
Nah, I'm not going. No, because Betty did a lot of work in the community, and she did a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, at least that's what I hear. I never really followed Betty like that. But Tyrone, you're our resident analyst.
Is that all it takes to be I've seen a couple episodes of Golden Girls, so yes, I can absolutely tell you without any doubt that Betty White was marching next to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Betty White actually told Rosa Parks, she was like, "Hey, we can't stand for this shit. Like, we're gonna sit right here. Let's just chill."
She started civil rights.
Yeah, and then she did the right thing and she stood aside and she was like, "You got this, Rosa. Is you take it."
And she helped with the railroad too.
I'm sure
I'm just agreeing to everything y'all say.
Yeah, she was the conductor of the actual train. Like, she actually drove the train. Yeah.
Helped build the tracks.
I seen her in the Harder Day Fall. I seen her cameo in the Harder Day Fall.
Man, if y'all don't stop and leave Betty alone now, I will not have this on.
Hey, I was just going with it. It was funny.
Yeah, no, that was a good improv bit, you guys. Great job. We did a good one. This team. What's happening? Love that jam. Love it.
Yo.
No, you know what I noticed last year though, for real, like it happened in the beginning of the year, so a lot of people forgot about it. But like a bunch of white folks would get together and attack the country, and then after it, like most people are just gonna be like, "Hey, don't do that again," and that's gonna be it. Like that's what I mean. That's every day. I'm like, what?
Tomorrow makes it a year.
Yeah,
tomorrow makes it a year since that happened. Yeah.
You know something dumb. You know somebody's gonna do something stupid. You know something stupid is gonna happen somewhere. It might not be big, but it's definitely gonna be stupid. Like, and it's.
But then a young man just get hung too, Ty. Like a young man, they just hung a black dude.
Oh my God!
It was his coworkers that invited him out, and
he didn't get hung. They shot him.
They shot him and then hung him.
I think they found him dead in the driveway. Okay.
Check your facts. They hung him.
So I'm not privy to this information. So what do you?
I know you might want to Google it. Just double check.
I didn't read it, honestly. It was too much for me. It was I skimmed it, but it was too much. I think it was in Brooklyn, but it was just
I don't remember what state it was. But his coworkers invited him over Snapchat, and then the girlfriend never heard back from him. She dropped him off and they went to a cabin, was it? Yeah. Him and his white friends. He was the only black one. and I think the cops didn't get called till 6 a.m. or so,
was
but
in
didn't show
Houston.
up till
It was in Houston,
9
right?
a.m.
Oh, okay.
And
This
his
happened-
girlfriend
this
got a weird
happened
text
20
at 2 in the morning.
Did this happen
Say-
2022 or this was?
No, it
2021?
was 2021. It was like
2021.
mid-December.
This was in Atlanta.
Oh wow! So I didn't know anything about this, but I have questions. Why, why do you, as his girlfriend, think it's okay to just let him go to a cabin trip by himself? Was it just dudes? Was it
With
just
the
a
get out
dude trip?
setup.
I think so. And then he texted her saying that he was gonna stay the night, and she thought it was a weird text, but then never was able to get a hold of him or heard from him again.
Oh, this was in New Jersey.
I mean,
That sounds more accurate. Yeah, you're all over the
Yeah,
US,
you're right.
but yeah, I think New Jersey sounds right.
Yeah, Jericho.
New Jersey
it's
sounds
in Houston. It's in Atlanta. It's happening all over the world.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, the multiverse is the
has.
place to come for
Which is
breaking
sad.
news. We will give you all possible versions of it. You will not be misinformed. If anything, you will be overinformed.
Over too much.
Okay, so Lisa said that he was shot up close several times. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever happened to him, it's sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
It's sad where you think you're going to hang out with people you can trust, and it turns out that they're plotting your death the whole time. That's sad on so many levels. But I've never been one to want to go into the wilderness. So camping trips tend to be like, as soon as somebody's like, yo, let's go camping, I'm like, yeah, nah. That's probably not for me. I'm not really into the camping thing. But if I was to go, I'm definitely gonna have my own cabin. I'm not going in nobody else's cabin, where you can just, sneak up on me or something, because that's I
Making
didn't
me
know
feel
anything
bad
about that.
for the
Yeah.
times that I've gone camping with white folks and slept in tents and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I
put
used to do
myself
that
in
but I was little, when I was in Girl Scouts, but I probably won't do that shit now that I'm an adult unless I got some fire on me and somebody that I trust, because
Yeah, I tried it. I
That was
slept
like
in the
some get
car.
out stuff. Mm-mm.
yeah, it do sound like some get out stuff. It sounds like some
I can't
White
wait to
people in the
hear that.
woods. Stop.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
from
I
the
don't know
country,
about y'all.
and I don't trust it.
Yeah, because I don't know how old y'all are, but I know one of the first movies I ever seen, I was ever able to see was Deliverance. And Deliverance lets you know that you don't need to be in the woods, in the swamps, in anything where there's no phone reception.
Did you say one of the first movies you were able to see was Deliverance?
Well, one of the first movies I was able to see in regards to wilderness stuff, was Deliverance. Yeah, I saw that a long time
one of mine was
ago.
like Bambi. Like Bambi was like the first wilderness experience I had. I'm sorry that yours was Deliverance, because damn.
Well,
mine was Jason.
Even if it was Bambi, Bambi got shot in the woods from some hunters in there with guns, and
That's true.
That's
true.
So that
Nothing ever happens good in the woods.
I was just about to say, as a kid watching that, and I remember watching that, I thought that was just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was horrible. I was like, they've been playing the whole movie only for somebody to get shot, and like, what kid wants to see this? But again, this was Walt Disney back then, and Walt Disney now, and Walt Disney then were a little slightly different for so many reasons. So it's a lot. Well,
they took a little bit of the race out of it.
A little bit, you say, huh? A little bit.
Bambi was still brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said Bambi was still brown. She was still brown.
Now, listen.
Now,
go ahead.
Now, one of the things, since we have gone over some of the things that have happened in 2021, moving forward, now that we are in 2022, and this is the true year, which I did. I'm not gonna say I made that up. I actually stole that whole true year thing from Megan Good's ex-husband. Unfortunately, sorry for you, brother. That
Megan was tired of going to church. You can't fool me.
That means true year.
A true year just means that you like this you have already affirmed that this is your year. So it's so in truth, you're just saying like, look, I've already manifested this to be the year for me. So instead of it just being a new year, as it is a new year. You're just affirming that it's your year. And so you say true year. So
I'm gonna
that's
say
why
do year,
you do
right?
year.
Because all I'm gonna do is do it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? We ain't gonna talk about it. Just do year shit.
Well, I think do and shit kind of like when you say do year and then you correspond it with shit, it sounds like a doo-doo year. And then I'm like, you lost me at the doo-doo year. The do I'm with the true. I'll stay with my true. You can do
Do
you
your
can
stuff.
do your year. You can
Do
do
your
your year.
thing. Do your
You can,
thing.
you can
Ooh, do your thing.
Do what you want to do. Oh,
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
This is the 2022 marketing team, and we're not having
Yeah.
a team meeting. We're not. We're getting nowhere with this,
Let's
guys.
do it. Hashtag
Let's
true
do
year.
true
Go
year.
ahead.
Hash brown true year. Hash brown true year.
That's the true year. True year. We'll stick
Oh
with true
my.
year. Now, would it be with 2022 being your true year? What are some goals and expectations that you set for yourself for this year? That will differ from last year. And I'm gonna start with you with that one, Tara. Tara, can you hear me? Tara?
I don't think she can hear.
I don't think she can hear. She's
Hey,
I
hello,
think
Tara.
okay. All right. Tara, can you hear us? No, you cannot. Can I hear us?
Tara, can you hear?
No, she cannot.
testing.
Holly, ask Tara if she can hear us. No,
All right.
okay.
No,
All right. Yeah,
I started
everybody has.
tapping the screen. I was like, all right.
All right, Adra, since Tara is having technical difficulties, what are some expectations that you set for yourself and some goals that you have for yourself for this new true year?
Oh, okay. So for this new true year, as a person that I say battle depression and deal with depression, and let me say this too, I technically do not celebrate the Georgian New Year. I celebrate the New Year in the spring around the spring equinox. However, for my Georgian New Year, I did say that I am no longer in survival mode. I feel so tongue twisted saying that. I'm no longer surviving. I am living and thriving because I spent part of 2021 really, really just like in my feels and being super depressed. And I don't like that shit. That's not really me. I like going out, not clubbing. I like bars and poetry and stuff like that. But this year
you all hopeless romantic?
Nah, because that shit is only in movies and books, okay? But definitely more living and loving this year instead of just being in survival mode. Like I have to, that's my goal for this year is straight up living, loving, and just being back to me, being the happy, like I don't like being pessimistic. And I felt like for a majority of 2021, I was very pessimistic. Yes, so no. That's my goal personally.
Okay, that's a pretty good goal. Pretty good goals to have. Now, Tara, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, my dad kept
Right.
calling.
Nah, it's cool. So I propose that same question to you. What are some expectations that you may have for yourself, for others? Any goals that you set for yourself for this true year?
So last year I did the relax and self-love thing, but also I want to pass that down to my kids too, as far as self-love. But and I want to get them active because I feel like that's very important right now. Kids are so much into tablets and video games and iPads and all of that we have to be very careful about what they take in. So that I got a lot of them, so hold on. And also I want to work on being a better chef. You know, I can cook okay, but I want to like cook all the fancy meals and incorporate that into my kids because they sometimes, you know, will eat lunch at school and that's not always the healthiest. So I want to make sure they're getting good meals at home. And another big one for me was discipline. I need to get better at just discipline all around and through finances, through work, through different habits that I might have, bad habits or something, you know, just I think discipline is a good one for me this year too. Okay, now I'm done.
That was a nice list, nice healthy list. Thank you,
That was a
thank you
good
for
list,
sharing.
Ryan.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing. Holly,
Okay.
please let us know any expectations you may have for yourself, for loved ones, relationships, any goals that you may. Okay, I was about to say you froze there for a minute, but any goals that you may have set for yourself for this 2022 year, true year.
Listen, so I have like in my journal, I have several pages worth of goals, but just one of the main ones I want to focus on is not wasting time and energy in relationships that are just not like worth it. Or like when you see red flags, like run right away so you don't waste your time. Okay. Also, like just because you've known somebody a long time, you know, not giving them that grace, just be like, yeah, we don't align anymore. Bye. You know, I feel like I need to like just let go of some people and not give them access to me in 2022. Yeah, I think that's like the main one, honestly, because I can be really nice, but there are people who like ghost me and then come out of nowhere and then want to like talk to me again. And I kind of have to be like, you ghosted me for a reason. There's something there and I need to pay attention to that better. So yeah. Like Lisa said.
Like
Exactly.
Lisa said.
Exactly.
That way.
Snip, snip,
Cut,
snip.
snip,
You
snip,
been
snip,
cut.
cut them
Snip.
ties. Cut them ties.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I have
that is
energy for other things in life.
Mhm.
So
that is healthy. That is definitely healthy
yes.
for your
Yes.
for your wellness and for so many other things. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that that is something that you're focusing on. Tyrone,
All right,
let's hear from the newly New Yorker.
Yeah. So a little bit of survival for sure. You know, that's going to be, I'll celebrate if I survive again. And I plan to, I'm going to do what I can to, but also like this year, I want to make sure that I'm doing very little that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that like, I'm not making myself do stuff because I think I have to, you know, but do things that I actually want to do. You know, that, you know, creatively and in comedy and stuff like that. I want to make sure that's kind of a focus. I got some creative goals, want to write, you know, some scripts that I want to write, some, you know, sketches that I want to write, some things that I want to produce. So, you know, some creative goals there, but yeah, it's a very, very selfish outlook on this year. And yeah, I'm diving right into it.
I don't know that that's selfish. I think that's a misconception that a lot of I think we've been forced upon us a lot of times is when you take time to do stuff for yourself, somehow you're selfish or you're doing something selfish. But I think it's selfish to think that doing something for, you know, for yourself is somehow selfish. I mean, it's crazy to say that, but it's weird to say. It's weird to say that, but yeah, man. Like you absolutely are one of the least selfish people I've ever met. So I know I'm better than that.
No, that's nice of you to say. I wasn't fishing for it, I promise. But it was nice of you to say.
I'm on this nice guy tip early this year. Bad
rebrand.
You know, go figure. Bad tie. Yeah. It's a nice guy to start the new year. Jericho, Duval. What are some of the goals and expectations you've set for yourself this year, brother?
You there?
Just being more present. Excuse me, black lung. Man, I'm just trying to be more present this year. Like I feel like I've been ghost, and I just kind of been in like my own little like box, and probably depression, probably just not where I want to be in life. Just a multitude of things, right? And I don't know, it just hit me like damn, nigga, you the shit, bro. what is you doing? Right? Just pumping myself up, right? Sometimes you got to do that for yourself. If nobody else do it, you got to do it for yourself. So it's just being present this year and really just knowing what I'm capable of and executing. It's all about executing this year and just fucking killing shit, everything I touch. So that goes from family, work, to podcasting, to whatever the fuck I want to do.
I don't know, man. All I heard was,
yeah, I eat booty. You know, real niggas eat booty.
that's
I ain't even hear that. I ain't hear it. Do it again.
Oh, fuck, don't do my brother like that.
look, low key,
Don't do my
everybody.
brother like that, bro.
Listen,
Everybody was like,
listen.
Your response, sir?
For all intents and purposes, for all those that don't know, me and Jericho go way back. When I tell you this is my brother, like, yo, but nah, I had to get him. The opportunity presented itself, and I'm just an asshole. I had to show my true colors. But those are definitely some really good goals to have, my brother, and I hope that you succeed in all of those goals that you set for yourself.
I wasn't very specific. Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, listen, man, we ain't gonna get too caught up in that. But I think for me, 2021 was like, I think in essence, like I had a lot of learning to do. The social media aspect of things, like I wasn't privy to that. I wasn't a part of social media for a very, very long time. So I had to get acclimated to that and understanding a lot of things and learning a lot of things. This year, I think for me, because, I haven't really like talked to people about this part, but I lost my sister like right at like basically at Christmas, 3 days before Christmas. And for me, my perspective changed. I've been like you, Jay. I've been distant and not so present with my family, with my relationships, with a lot of things that I've got going on. And it just allowed me to realize that there are so many things that are less significant than what I thought they were. And that time that you have with the people that you care about is priceless, and it's something that you can't get back. So 2021, I was more on this tip of, like, if you're not like riding with me, I'm not riding for you type shit. But 2022 has garnered me a level of appreciation for people. I was distant from people in 2021. I didn't really have time. I didn't really care to have those relationships and everything like that. And 2022, I feel like it is on me to make sure that I nurture these relationships with people that hold me dear. And and I want to take that opportunity to say I love you to all of those people. Whether I've called you and haven't, or not called you, I want you to know that you hold a very, very, very big place in my heart. I will do better in this 2022 year. I will definitely be better and more vigilant as a friend and as a person that you can count on and depend on. So 2021 was a lesson, and 2022 will be my resolution to the lesson that I learned in 2021. So hopefully I'll be able to be productive in that way and better to the people that I love and love me. So that was something that I took away from 2021, and hopefully I can process in 2022. Were there anything in 2022 as far as finances? Did anybody have any goals financially? To grow wealth, to attain wealth, to better your situation? Anybody?
Well, definitely not me. The financial choices I made will most likely land me right into the poorhouse. So Were they life choices that I made very intentionally? Yes. Is it a big gamble? Yes. But very, very happy with the choices. I say that now. We'll see what happens in a couple of years.
You are so close, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with
just
that,
being
bro.
real. Just being
Yeah.
real.
That's a temporary inconvenience.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
real.
yeah, this gambling. I'm betting on me, and we'll see how I do.
Hey man, if you're gonna bet on anybody, bet on yourself. I say this
Yeah.
I say this to my kids, and I say this to my friends, and I say this to anybody who's listening. Always be your number one fan. Like don't like people like I've grown up in a society where appreciating yourself somehow garners this level of conceit or some like he thinks about himself too much. He puts himself on a pedestal and ultimately I think this is why a lot of us deal with depression is because we don't have anybody to turn to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when we could deal with it, on our own, we don't process that. We don't think about those things. We don't look at ourselves as the person with the ability to effectively change things. So I want to say that to anybody listening, be your number one fan. Don't let anybody deter you from being that. It is okay to love yourself or your variants, whichever you so definitely. Anybody else got anything to say in regards to finances or any business plans or any ideas of things that they want to effectively change in the 2022 true year?
Yes, we would like to acquire another investment property and knock on wood, I don't like to tell all the business, but get this e-commerce business up and going.
Okay.
We don't like to talk about it until we get it going, though.
But I'm putting it out there for 2022. I've already claimed 2022,
right.
so
I know that's what's
All right, it's true year.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Hashtag
I want all my friends to be rich, man, because I want better Christmas gifts. God damn it, shit. I mean, damn.
I want trips on yachts and shit. So
I want some. You know what I'm saying? Damn, a little birthday present or something. Nah. But
We
real
still
talk.
got to come visit y'all, man. You know what I mean?
Man, shut up. Tara, tell them don't get me started, Tara. Tell them please don't get me started, man. Y'all been coming to see me for 22 goddamn years, man. What the hell? Nah, it ain't been that long, but it's been a long time.
What are you, 2 hours?
Yes, 2 hours.
Maybe for my birthday, so in a couple weeks.
Hey, that would be dope if it happens. I would if it happens, that would be absolutely dope. I will not hold my breath. But I would love to see you guys.
If I said it, then it's true.
Look,
I would love to see you guys.
That's true.
That's true. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen for sure. Now 2022 has already started off kind of crazy with this whole Amarion thing, and it only looks like it's gonna get worse. How do you guys think we're going to maneuver in this 2022 as opposed to 2021? Do you think it's gonna be pretty much the same as 2021, or are we as a society just gonna have to get more acclimated to this being the way of life from this point on? Since I have you up there, I'll pose that question to you.
I'm not sure if the last part came through.
Tara, did you hear me?
Oh.
I think she goes in and out.
Yeah.
So
I think somebody's calling her, which is making it like it's messing her up a little bit.
Okay.
I've answered like 4 times first. Like
all right, hey, no. No. We'll put Holly. We'll put Holly on blast.
Yay, Holly.
We'll put Holly on blast.
Oh, so like, what was the question again? After you rotated through people.
I forgot the question too.
So the question is basically, how do you think that this whole Omicron new variant and the new variants that are coming up are going to affect us in the 2022? Will it be the same of what we saw in 2021, or are we going to have to find a way to get acclimated to this new way of living life in 2022? Is this just the new normal and we just got to accept it and move forward?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a loaded question. So, I mean, I think it was like Monday, there was like 1 million COVID cases in America, and it's really hard to get tested anywhere at this point. And it's just really contagious. So, I mean, at this point, it kind of feels like, and Biden's approval rating really isn't the best. So I don't know. I mean, there's talk. I'm like curious. Are we going to have another shutdown, a partial shutdown? I really don't know. My thought is I am seeing a lot of businesses, counties, like basically put ordinances back in place for masks. People like work from home is still extended for return to office is pushed back even further. So I don't know. I think we're actually going to play it by ear like we kind of have been. I just don't know at this point really what is the best option. It's like do we live our life and then just risk getting COVID over and over? I don't know. The vaccine's available. I don't know. I mean, it's just I honestly don't really have an answer. All I know is I'm going to stay prayed up and protect myself and my children, and that's all I can do is be as vigilant as I can, so that's all I'm going to do. Survival of the fittest at this point.
Oh, shit.
Tara, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool. So the question was basically, do you see this year being a lot like last year, or do we just as a society just accept that this is the new normal and this is just the way things are going to be and we just have to move forward?
Well, I myself, being a realtor, have had to go out since the beginning of COVID. So for me, I'm still going to go out there like I have been. I don't know if you can hear the kids in the back. Sorry.
It's all good.
But, I'm definitely going to do what I can to stay protected. I'll wear a mask. I think it's most important to stay healthy, keep your immune system up, exercise, all that good stuff. And I'll do the same for my children. But, I can't keep living scared. I refuse. So I don't let it run my life. Hopefully it'll go away soon. Can y'all hear that?
I can hear him.
we hear him. It's all good.
Who's that, Toby?
It's Toby.
It's the baby. I'm gonna head.
It's all good. So Jay, same question to you, man. Is this the new normal, or do we just need to just swallow our pride, just swallow it, just take it for what it is, man?
Man, I think it is the new normal. China been doing this type of shit for a long time. They always be wearing masks. So I think it's something that we're probably going to adopt. Some people don't even care. Like, I don't care. I still go to the gym. I'm healthy. I'm not trying to remain healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important for me because I have to work and provide for my family. So I ain't trying to be sick. I hate being sick. So for me, I go above and beyond, eat healthy, go to the gym, and I try. But for anybody else, one thing I can say is health is wealth, man. Just trying to take care of yourself. But as far as this being the new climate, probably. I think that's pretty much the pretty much the census. I think that's where we're going.
Okay. Tyrone, what do you think, man?
I'd be surprised if we saw any shutdowns. I think that we've gotten to the point now where they decided that trying to end a pandemic is just too expensive, and we just got to try to adapt to it. And so we just go on about our day to day, and just hope that it's okay. Like, the virus is not bad enough to kill most healthy people, so like we're good. And that's the reality of things. I mean, people got to keep making money, and that's going to be the thing that guides decisions, whether it's policy or I mean, we saw it with the CDC just recently. I mean, you know, you lean on the CDC hard enough and they're going to be like, okay, 5 days instead of 10. You know what I mean? So all those decisions right now are being made by money. So as long as money's that important, that's going to be what drives our actions. And so, yeah, definitely the new normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Adra, I waited.
I'm ready now.
I waited. I brought you up last.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I do agree.
Same question.
I agree with what Holly said, survival of the fittest, even with what Jericho said about health is wealth. I agree with Tyrone too. It is going to be the new normal because they did try to shut everybody down. And, you know, you had people, they were not adhering to the CDC guidelines, or even Florida never really shut down, period. Like
Right.
point blank, period. Florida never shut down. So I remember, I don't know. I remember when I went in the first beginning of the pandemic, I went to California to stay with my niece. California, you can walk outside without a mask. Like, you were not going into any stores without a mask. And even going on base, I used to be able to go on base and go in the grocery store with my nieces and everything. I couldn't do that, even though, like, back in the day, they're like, no, you know, it's only military, like people with military ID can go in. So, which is fine. I understood it and abided by it. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more shutdowns. It's going to be survival of the fittest, and people just are going to have to take care of themselves and get healthy, vaccine or no vaccine, because it's hitting people with the vaccine as well. So yeah, I think it's a new normal, and people just have to really take care of themselves. But I did want to point this out, because I saw a lot of people testing positive for the new Omicron, but they were still going out. Like, they were legitly still going out. And I'm like, I guess you just really don't care. Like, you really will have sex without a rubber on if you would go out testing positive for COVID. So that's kind of been pissing me off lately, but people are just going to do what they want to do. But yeah, again, I think it's a new normal. People are just going to have to wear masks and try their best to stay healthy if they're not already in shape and healthy.
So what I'm hearing is death to all unhealthy people.
No, I don't want to say death to all unhealthy people. Let me correct
No,
that.
that's not what survival of the fittest means.
No, it's not death to all unhealthy people.
Yes,
I
it do.
know. It was
That's
a
what
joke.
the White House said. The White House
Yeah.
said that shit. The White House put that curse on everybody when the White House before Christmas. The White House was like, if you're not vaccinated, you just gonna have a winter of death. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I said, you just
I mean, with this new variant, ain't nobody dying like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, it really feels like a bad flu.
Not feeling well. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody dying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's amplified a little bit. You know what I mean? You know
I think
what I'm
people
saying?
are. I think people still are dying. I think people
Yeah,
are
in
still
hospitals,
dying.
because
People
trust me,
dying?
if you're a nurse, you're
People
making
dying?
money right now with these COVID contracts, because them hospitals is full. Okay.
Hospitals packed.
Also, there
Yeah.
still is.
But are they dying?
We do still have the Delta variant and the original
Yeah.
Alpha variant. So,
Yeah,
like,
people
there's
are
still,
still
you know,
dying.
those
People are
aren't
still
gone.
dying.
We're just getting more coming to the
But are
party.
they dying?
So, yeah.
Yeah, people are
Yes,
still
people
dying.
are still dying.
Yeah. I mean,
Somebody,
we're at like what, 800,000 nearly?
Yeah.
Wasn't
it
over,
just
over the
like
course of the thing? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
It's
Fake
kind of like
news.
Thanos got his
Right?
wish.
So I mean, so people are still definitely dying. I think all of you guys made a great point, and I hope that people actually heed this. Is that if you're not vaccinated or vaccinated, whether you are or not, still take the precautions. Whether you're
Yeah.
like, just because you're vaccinated does not mean don't wear a mask, don't protect others, or don't protect yourself from others. I mean, you know, there are so many people that are still under this this idea that because you're vaccinated, that somehow you
Right.
are immune to these diseases, and that is totally untrue. You're not immune. These vaccines do not grant you immunity. It grants you coverage. They don't grant you immunity. So you know, for anybody out there that is under that impression and thinks that, hey, I got my shots, I got my boosters, I don't need to listen, man. Even if you think that, just do it just because it's like almost take your mask and use and make it a part of your apparel. You know, if you want to start getting masks to match all your outfits and you want to coordinate, then do your thing.
You gotta coordinate.
You gotta coordinate. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta coordinate. You got the mushroom belt.
If that's what you need to do, if that's what you need to do to get through the day, then cool, and do that. But just be safe out here, because it is still a lot of people out here that are just flagrant and just don't care about anybody. Like you just said, Adria, there's people testing positive and going out here and partying and moving around like it's nothing, because they don't feel like they have any symptoms or showing any symptoms. And that's why everybody and their mama that you talk to is like, yo, I got the Omarion. Omarion knocked on my door and I didn't go, bro. I didn't check the peephole. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at. We are at that moment where everybody and anybody can get it. So just try to protect the kids. You don't want to protect the adults. Everybody loves the kids. Hopefully you're not that much of an asshole. Even Bad Ty loves the kids. So let's do it for the kids, man. But with all that being said, man, we come to that point in the show where we come to every week, which I dread this moment until the following week when I get to load up with my peoples again. But we gotta wrap it up, man. So before we do that, I want to give everybody on the panel an opportunity to talk to the audience and talk to the people and let them know where they can reach you, anything that you have coming up or going on, and just any words of wisdom that you want to lend before you get on out of here. So I'm going to not start with Miss Adria.
Oh, you can definitely start with me this time. I'm ready.
Well, now you're like anything
I love y'all, but you can
All right. Well, in that case, I will start with you. So I'm gonna give you the full screen. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Again, it's Adria. You could call me A. You can find me on Instagram at _MS Adria, ADRAE. I am on Facebook, but I am currently in Facebook jail. So unfortunately, I could not share our live tonight. Sucks for me. I will make sure to talk to people unlike I talk to them in real life on Facebook from now on. The words of wisdom that I have is to do what's best for you, because other people are always going to put themselves first and do what's best for them. So make sure that you are doing what's best for you and you are living and you're happy. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Tara, we will go to you next. Let's load you up. There you go. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Oh, shit.
ERALINH.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me?
We can now. Yes.
Yeah, we caught the end of that.
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
All right.
TERALINH. Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you for spelling that like the phonics. we all took that course. All right, go ahead. My bad.
My name is not ordinary. So anyway, word of advice. Oh, wait. You can also find me at tedwards.watsonrealtycorp.com. And you should have good credit, a low debt to income, and save some cash if you want to buy, sell, or invest with me. That's all.
I love that. I love that. You just filter out those people who are about the bullshit. You're like, look, if you want to deal with me, you need to have these things in order. I don't know what those other realtors told you, but I don't play them type of games. I love it, Tara. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Jericho Duval, the businessman that just do's all year. Let's go ahead and tell the people where they can reach you at, man. Any upcoming albums or singles dropping, or for those that don't know about your many talents.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna get a turtleneck this year. I love your turtleneck. It's
Oh,
nice.
thank you, man. I love it too. I love it too. Thank you.
All right. If you need to refinance your home, give me a holler. I can help you with that. Rates are low right now, but they are ticking up. And you can reach me at Jericho Duval, or you can reach me at my government, Jeff Edwards. So either or, Facebook, Instagram, I'm all over the place. I probably got like 5 pages on each one. I don't know. It's retarded. Makes no sense. And hey, man, you got to make sacrifices for your goals, or your goals will become the sacrifice, man. That's been my motto for the year. So make sure you guys stay focused, and holla at me when you're ready to do something. You know what I'm saying? Mortgages, that's what we do. Real estate, holla at Terra Adventures, LLC.
Hey, you got a special request, man. You got a special request right there, man. Can you read that? Can you read that right there on the screen?
It's that? The M.I. break a letter. Ain't no one better. And when I'm on the microphone, you best wear your sweater. Oh, that's Outcast. My bad.
Oh, man. I hope we can get
Hey, but hit me up on Spotify. Jericho Duval. You can hit me up on Spotify. All my shit is on there. Stop spelling my name with an H. Vince. There's no ho in my name. It's just Jericho, Jerico.
See why I spelled my name?
Tell him, bro. Tell him, bro.
Listen.
And say it right there.
And listen, you are asking a preacher's son not to spell Jericho in the way that he only the way that he knows how to spell Jericho, which is that of the Bible. so leave Vince alone, man. Let's see, we are at Tyrone Thornhill.
Yeah. So what was the question? Is do I have any anything to say to people, any advice or anything like that, right?
Sure, yeah. Any words of wisdom, anything?
Yeah, just like do all the stuff that you're not supposed to do. All the stuff that you thought you weren't supposed to do as an adult, just go do it. Why not? What the fuck? Who cares, right? Like it's all just, everybody's doing whatever anyway. So just make it up as you go. I'm gonna do the opposite of the be smart and invest and look at and be into your future thing. I'm just gonna be like, live in the moment, spend all your money, put it all on red. Everything's fine. We're all gonna, like that. That's me right now.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Terrible advice. I just gave y'all terrible advice. But take it. It's
I'm gonna live vicariously through you.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. I needed that. Holly, talk to him. Oh,
okay, so you can find me on Instagram, TikTok at Holly Noon, as it says in my little banner below. And you can catch me on YouTube at So Please Understand. We'll be starting story time next week. And yeah, tune in every Wednesday at YouTube and Facebook Live for the Multiverse at 6:30. Join our Facebook group, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And my advice for this year would be, I want everybody to kind of just manifest what their goals are, and I want everybody to win. Just positive vibes and blessings for everybody. That's what I have to say in 2022.
That was so pleasant. I guess it leaves it up to me. Let's see here. What do I have to tell the people? Words of wisdom. I think I alluded to it earlier, and I will reiterate this every episode the entire year. Love on the people that love on you. Please appreciate people while they are here. Do not be afraid to give people their flowers while they are here. Do not be afraid to really open up your heart to those who are really, really there for you. Do not be afraid to do it. It does not make you any less of a person or a human being to show your true emotions and communicate. Make sure that you communicate with people this year. Talk to people. If they rub you wrong, talk to them. If they make you feel nice, talk to them. But communicate whatever emotions, whatever feelings it is that you have, and let people know where they stand in your world. That's the best advice I can give to everyone this year. I am Bad Ty Bricks. You can find me right here on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at MulTYversed. This is a PSA announcement. Going forward, the rest of this season, we will only be broadcasting on the MulTYverse fan page and our YouTube page. So if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube page, you still have an opportunity to go do so. If you are not already a member of our MulTYverse fan page or group, you have time. So go ahead and get on those. Get in there, because that will be where we will be broadcasting from this moment on. TBD did not mention it, but that definitely go follow their YouTube page. It is what, TBD Podcast. What is it?
Yeah. TBD Podcast. A podcast called TBD on Instagram. We are usually once a month. We'll throw something up there. We're trying to get in the rhythm. Once we get in the rhythm, we'll let you know our schedule, and we're going to do better this year, aren't we, T?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we are.
I love it.
That's part of my 2020 vision. 2022 vision is we gonna get this shit gonna be popping by the end of the year.
I love it. I love the enthusiasm, man. That's what
We
it's
got
all
this.
about. Teamwork make the dream work. So definitely go follow them on there. They will be putting up a lot of new content, a lot of good stuff. So definitely keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, like I said, if you're not already part of the movement, join the movement. There's still room on the bandwagon. I would get in though, because the seats are filling up fast. So with that being said, this is a new year. I feel like I want to, but I said I wouldn't. I wouldn't bring Bernie out here, so I ain't gonna bring Bernie out here. We got some new plans for the people this year. Y'all will see something new. But with that being said, I am Bad Ty Bricks with my host Holly Noon, Tyrone, Thornhill, and all of the TBD cast.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
Oh man, we
Thank you
appreciate
for
y'all
coming,
for coming.
guys.
Y'all it's an open invitation. Y'all can come back and chill with us anytime. Maybe we'll do a versus once you get your whole ensemble of cast, because I know it's just three of y'all right now, and there's definitely more to the TBD cast than just the three of y'all. So when you guys get the full array of your cast, we will allow you guys to come back and have some friendly versus, because as we feel over here at the MulTYverse, there's no podcasts out here better than us. So we gonna stand on that, and we ready. We ready for it. I hope y'all
Yo,
ready.
is that a
For
challenge, son?
that's no. Time out. That wasn't a challenge. That was a challenge.
That means
That
we
was
gotta
a
step
challenge.
up. We gotta get it. We got to,
With the turtleneck.
With the turtleneck. That was a challenge.
bro. We gotta get you a black turtleneck, bro, and get you with the gold chains and shit, bro. We gotta come in there like
No.
Hey, people,
turtleneck too, shit.
Nah, listen. We got an array of turtlenecks, man. I was just waiting for the turtleneck to come back in. I had my turtlenecks on deck. So anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we ain't gonna keep y'all until next week. We the MulTYverse, and we are out.